Hello, 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 everybody. It is Matt and it is Terrifying Tuesday, and I am back at you with yet another review. Before I roll on to any of that, I want to wish each and every one of you a great morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk, all that lovely stuff, because life really is too short as is. Do me a really huge favor and like, share, and subscribe. I love seeing your beautiful faces when you are here. I know I'm here an awful lot, but I do have an awful lot on my plate to review. And one last little tidbit of information. Check out the description box. I give you a bigger bite of every single movie of every single day, such as your brief synopsis, your starring cast, director, runtime of the cut I am watching, a link for a trailer, and a link for where you can purchase this bad boy. So I gave you quite a bit for this one today. But now that we got all that said, mind all that out of the way, let's roll on to the film of the day. And today's is a very, very wild one, and it comes from Tarnished Films Productions, run by Jacob Green. This is the release of Son of Caligula. It came out in 1992. It runs at 44 minutes. Stars and is directed, and I believe a bunch of other stuff. I think he wrote and edited as well. John Luis Costas, however it's pronounced. I am sorry if I murdered your last name. But anyways, it's a very wild one. Basically, John Luis, he plays the son of Caligula. He finds out that he's the son of Caligula through a really weird scenario. Granted, I couldn't get the subtitles to work for this. This is a French film, so I had to roll with this without subs. But that's okay. I was still able to figure out what was going on. But he is shown that they had a condom full of Caligula's seed, which makes no sense whatsoever, but that's okay. It still was a lot of fun. He eventually uses that same condom to hopefully impregnate another woman. There's just all kinds of crazy stuff going on. But basically, he vows to follow in his father's footsteps and just basically be the biggest sexual deviant that there is on the planet. Anything from stuffing things up his butt, up other butts. There's a lot of penis being shown. A lot of masturbation. There's even a moment where the son of Caligula decides he's going to hop over this rail of a bridge, crouch over it, and decide to drop a deuce over the edge of the bridge, and you get to see 100% of it, and it is real. So it's got a lot of nasty stuff going on with that end, but it's really brief. It's not the first. This is not my first rodeo. I have seen that happen a million times before, so it's really not anything that really made me go, "Oh, how dare they do that?" Nothing of that nature. But it gets really wild. Like I said, lots of sexual deviant stuff. There's eventually these two guys that are trying to hunt him down because he is, the son of Caligula. They know it. They know he's a bad guy. They're doing everything they can to get to him. One of the guys is carrying a handgun, and the other guy is carrying a broom handle, a broomstick, a broom, and they have it kind of like shaped a little bit like a gun, and he's carrying that around like it's a gun. Why, how, and WTF? But it works. It's really silly. There's just a lot of just silly stuff that goes on in this film with all the deviancy. So it has a nice balance of where it's not just 100% in your face with the sexual deviancy. and the gross stuff. It's not like it's just a constant. I mean, yeah, there is a lot of it. I mean, you will get your fair share of nudity, especially full frontal male nudity, within this film. All right, now that's enough I want to give away for as far as the film goes. Let's go on to them three things that I love my movies to meet. First and foremost is always audio. The audio, granted, this film is what is it? 33 years old. Excuse me, 33 years old. The sound is still very good for being that long, and transferring the format of. I'm guessing they shot this on VHS, or at least it looks like SOV. It might not be. I could be very wrong, but it doesn't hinder its sound very much at all. I mean, it's done really well. Jacob did a good job cleaning up the audio and the camera work on this one. I think he did a good job. Much better than some of these jabronis out there that are using AI to upgrade their films. I'm not going to point any fingers. That's tough for me to not do, but anyways. But he did a good job with the transfer on this. The quality, everything is just, it's top notch. It's for something that is 33 years old. That was probably not even stored very well. It probably sat on some tapes in in a box in some guy's basement for 20 plus years. You never know with films like that. But I'm going to give it a B on the audio. It's almost there. I don't blame anything negatively on it. I think it works for what it's meant to do. So definitely don't dog it on that. I think it's fine. And then the second thing would be the dialogue. My only wish would be that I could have got the subtitles to work. Sometimes with Google Drive, they make it a pain in the ass to get the subtitles to work, or at least match up with what is being said sometimes. But I powered through it. It's not like I said, it's not my first rodeo. I've watched several films throughout my lifetime without subtitles, and for the most, you can get what's going on as long as you pay good attention. Which my focus is 100% on every film, for every review. Where do I want to give this one on the dialogue? I think I'm going to give it another B. It really seems like it has a lot of good fun dialogue, that is it kind of reminds me of a Peter Biersdorf film. I think that's how it's pronounced. It kind of reminds me of his style in ways, but different, if that makes sense. It works really well. I liked it. I think that it does well enough that you could get along without the subtitles, but it would help. So, like I said, I'm going to give it a B on that. Editing is probably the toughest thing to do, for as far as film work goes, because the director doesn't always want to see pieces of his work on the cutting room floor, which I understand. It can be a real bummer, especially if you have a bigger, broader vision of your film that you are putting out. So I can kind of see where that could be some issues. But with this one, I think they did a good enough job with the editing. The pacing stays pretty good. It has a okay momentum. It doesn't fall off the tracks really. It just keeps just a really slow, steady pace forward. It doesn't drag or have any kind of weird editing errors. No continuity errors that I noticed, at least. Just really well made film. It's just silly, you know. I mean, that's why I say it's kind of like a Peter's films. Whatever his last name is. I'm having a horrible time remembering right now. My brain is not working, but that's okay. So, editing, I'm going to give it a B again. So we got three B's on there. On that 1 through 5 scale, I'm going to give this one a 3 out of 5. It's an average movie that could be better, could be worse. It's not my favorite from Jacob's Jacob's collection of films for sale, but it is well worth owning. I'm not dogging it on that end. I think this is a good film for his film or his collection, and it fits with most of them. It's kind of hard to compare this film to a Renee Wisner film or a Juval Marlin film, because their films are just on a whole nother level of a whole nother level of filmmaking in its own. So it's kind of like the odd duck out, you know. It's interesting, but anyways, I hope you guys check it out. Give Jacob a shout. Hop on to Tarnished Films and give this one a purchase, and check out their other films as well. Like I said, he's got some Renee Wisner films in there and some Juval Marlin films. Those are all worth owning for sure. I really loved the other 4 films he's got released. They are just absolutely stunning pieces of work. All right, guys, I'm going to get the hell out of here. Love your faces, and as always, peace.